Okay, we're live now.
Yeah, we are going live now. Starting up live now. Yes, we are all welcome. We are live now.
Okay, we're live.
We are live now. You are all welcome. Councillor Favor, thank you very much for joining us again.
Thank you.
Thank you, all the viewers. Thank you for joining. Please don't forget to subscribe. We hope you are enjoying your time. This is a new session. We have a few minutes to start formally. Please invite your loved one. Invite your loved one. If you know anyone migrating to United Kingdom, US, Canada, anywhere, this is a very essential course for you. Child protection and safeguarding is the responsibility of everyone, everyone. So we need to understand the system. We know what the law says, and we need to know how to build relationship with our children. Communication, effective communication is very, very important. It's essential. It's essential. Please leave comments. Put comments on the chat. Let us know where you're joining from. Let us know where you're joining from, and help us share this to your loved ones. Help us share this to your loved ones. If you are migrating to Western world, you need to listen to this. You need to be part of it. Let us know if you are joining. Let us know. Put a comment on the chat box. Don't forget to love, to subscribe, to share. Love, subscribe, and share with your loved one. Love, subscribe, and share. Let them know we are live. Afrocentric parenting skill course. This module, Keeping Things Safe, is part of course 201. Those of you that you must have registered, you must have had your Zoom link that we normally use. We will continue that one today, 5 o'clock. So if you are yet to register, please, we're going to put the link on the chat box for you to register so that you'll be able to be part of that Zoom session by 5 o'clock. So once again, you are all welcome. Without wasting our time, this is 4 o'clock. Councillor Favor, could you please do a brief introduction of yourself and also welcome all our viewers from across the world?
Thank you so much, Olaleko. This is Save the Woman Afrocentric Parenting Course 201. I want to welcome all of you that have joined us across the world. My name is Favor Ezifed. I'm a counselor in Watford, in United Kingdom, in East of England. I'm a deputy Labour group leader in the council. But apart from that, by profession, I'm a social worker and a CBT therapist. I work in NHS as a service lead for CAMS. CAMS is Child Adolescents Mental Health Service. I have been a school governor. I manage about 44 schools now, working with young people, particularly teenagers. I also provide respite care for fostering for children that need support and need help before they move on in their life. I'm also a mom of a teenager. So thank you so much. Like I usually say, this is an interactive session. Even though we're on YouTube, just keep making the comments as we go ahead. And the first 1 hour of the session will be live, like we agreed. Then after the first 1 hour, we come back again to contribute in group so that we interact more together. The purpose of doing this YouTube live today is to give opportunity for people all over the world to access this training and see what we are doing so that it could benefit more people. And so in future, people we know, people that are just about to migrate, we know what to do when they arrive. And that is to enroll in this program. Like Olaleko said, as a social worker, I will always say safeguarding is everybody's business. So it's for all of us to learn how to parent our children, especially in a new environment. Because we're in an environment where our human rights, especially in terms of family life, is a qualified right. Because the law and the system that operates here means that the government can interfere in that right to safeguard children when necessary. And that's why we hear about child protection process, social workers coming to take children through the court and all that. It's because of the legislation that applies here under the Children Act 1989. So I want to welcome you again as we continue. This is our fourth module. We've done the first three modules. So if you missed the first three, don't worry. As we are going on, you might be able to make sense of the journey we have begun. So the first module that we did, we discussed the teenage brain. Knowing fully well that this is 201, we've done 101, which is the basis. Then this 201 is about parenting teenagers. So our first module was on teenage brain, understanding the teenage brain. So we moved on to communication, and we moved on to managing difficult behavior. And so today, we're still moving on in that journey. We're going to be talking about how to keep teenagers safe and different parenting styles, and how you use different parenting styles to support your teenagers. And we will talk a little more about how to keep teenagers safe today. I will continue its next module, going into the other contextual safeguarding issues regarding teenagers. So welcome again. I will make a start shortly. So without wasting much time, I want to start by asking us to take a short quiz, if it's okay by us. So I want you to look at what I'm sharing on my screen. And if you can, take this quiz yourself. We will discuss why I asked us to take this quiz later on. Please look at this quiz and look at how you might be doing as a parent. I'll be scrolling up and down so you can see all of them. When you take the quiz, when we start the model itself, you understand why I'm asking you to take this quiz. So tick the one that most describe you best, the one you find as your predominant parenting style. That's the one you are more likely to be, the person you are more likely to be when you are parenting. It's not the one that is kind of ideal or the one that is kind of one-off, but the one that you know that you are likely as a person. So there's no right or wrong answers. And don't try to think about it in a way to make yourself perfect or bad. Just who you are. It doesn't matter, just a process of learning. And like I said, there's no right or wrong answer. So I'll give us like 10 minutes and I'll be scrolling up and down so that you can rate yourself. And then we'll discuss moving forward. So like I was saying, just keep ticking, selecting which one applies to you. Rate yourself, no wrong or right answers. It's just, use the code by the side to rate yourself. No wrong or right answers. So if the one that you are most likely to be, mark it A, and later on we total the numbers. Just keep marking and until we get to the end.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Keep putting your comment there. Yes, I'm reading the chat now. Thank you. Thank you. Those join us from Lagos, from Middlesbrough. Thank you. Just keep marking those on.
Just keep putting. You can just put X. You can just type. Just keep ticking.
You can take a pen. Just write and tick it. Just be ticking those ones out. Write it on a pen, on a paper. Use a pen to write on your paper, and we'll discuss on that interactive question when we come back on Zoom at 5 o'clock. But those of you that you are yet to register, I've just put the link for you to register so that you'll be able to have the Zoom link that will give you access for the 5 o'clock session today on the Zoom. We will still come back on the Zoom 5 o'clock. So you can just read it through those questions and be taking a note of that, the one that you know is aligned with the way you are doing. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge yourself. Just be truthful as much as you can.
Just keep ticking. The one that is your typical self is only the ones you tick. The ones that is your typical self is only the ones you tick. Leave the rest. So if the A's are your typical self, tick all the A's. If the D's are your typical self, tick them. If it's the E's, anyone in the sentence that is your typical self, just tick that one. It doesn't matter. So for example, if I find it hard to apply rules consistently, if that is my typical self, I will tick it. Then if it's not, I will not tick it, I will leave it out. My children think my rules and punishments are too tough. If it applies for me, I will tick it. If not, I will leave it out. So that's how you continue to the end. So I'll keep scrolling so people can see it. Olalekan, please could you check the chat for me and check that people are seeing it?
Yes, I'm checking the chat.
Okay.
Yes, I've got a chat here. Someone is asking, oh, how can I do this? I love the Zoom link. Yes, we give you the Zoom link, provided you registered. Everyone that has registered, they must have had the Zoom link. If you are yet to register, please follow the link to register. We just sent it on the chat box. Now we pin the message. Please don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave comments below. The link is the registration for parenting course. Click that link, register, and it will get to us here. We will send you the link immediately so that you'll be able to join us 5 o'clock for the Zoom link. We want as much as people to benefit from this. That's why we come just for the first 1 hour. But next week, Saturday, it will be 4 to 6 on Zoom. 4 to 6 on Zoom. Our courses is free and it's always delivered on Zoom.
So let's go through it again so people can see everything. So I'm scrolling from the beginning again.
Yeah, someone read, at the same time, historically and now, the safeguarding needs to include status services employees, Lambert and South Worker Care Home. Okay, yeah, pay a lot of, yeah.
Is it possible to check to know if there are people to make comments to know if they're finished so we can move on?
Yes, yes. If you have been able to identify the one that aligns with yours, please let us know on the chat box. Let us know on the chat box. Or if you are struggling to do it, let us know at the same time on the chat box so that we might need to reconsider that for you when you come back on Zoom. If that's more interactive for you, we might need to come back for that for you on Zoom. But if you have finished your own now, please let us know on the chat box so that we'll be able to move on. We'll be able to go ahead and do more things we still need to do. We want more people to benefit from this. We want to empower parents, we want to empower families to give the best for our children, It is very, very important. If you know you are migrating or you know anyone that is migrating to Western world, this is very, very essential. You cannot afford to lose your child to the care system. It's traumatic. It's traumatic both for the children and for the parents. And it's costing government huge chunk of money. It's causing more money. So we need to empower our home. If you are finished, we need to move on now. I think
I think we can move on now.
So those of you that you are unable to complete the quiz, you might do that when we come back on Zoom at 5 o'clock. So we need to focus on the class now. Please sit down, get a cup of water, and keep putting comment there. Please share this as far as you can share it, please. Oh, good. Seth has done it completely. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Don't worry, we are doing graduation ceremony soon, this year again. Those of you that you missed the last graduation ceremony, we are doing combined one for, especially for course 201. Those of you that you missed it, so you are coming back. You can see people that won the best students. Seth, I'm putting you down.
Seth is one of them.
I'm putting you down now. One of the best students. One of the best students.
Okay, so
you down now.
So before the reason I asked us to do that exercise is to identify what kind of parenting style we have. So if when you do that exercise, your total scores are mostly D's, then it means your parenting style falls into what we call the neglectful parenting style. Then if your parenting style falls mostly A's, I will leave C's for a moment. It means you fall into what we call the authoritarian parenting style. Yeah? If it falls under mostly B, when you look at all the places you ticked, most of them are B's, it means your parenting style fall under what we call permissive parenting style. Then if you fall under E's, it means your parenting style falls under what we call assertive authoritative parenting style. Then if it falls under C's, is overprotective or what we call helicopter parenting. I've mentioned it before. And one of the videos we watched in one of the, I think it's section module 2, the professor from Stanford University, she talked about helicopter parenting. So overprotecting parenting and the impact on children and young people. So if you score mostly C's, that means you are an overprotective parent. So I'm going to read through what I put here that a neglectful parents are, but I will stop in a moment and play a video that will explain these parenting styles better. Okay.
There are only 4 styles of parenting. Authoritarian parents are controlling and demand obedience without considering the child's point of view. Permissive parents are loving but don't exert any control. There are no rules. Authoritative parents are firm but loving. They encourage independence within limits. Neglecting parents are uninvolved and often uninterested in their own child. Recently, a 5th style was proposed, but we will come back to that later. The styles range from controlling and demanding to complete freedom, and from cold and unresponsive to loving and receptive. Each authoritative, permissive, authoritarian, and neglectful parents have their place. To understand what it means to grow up with parents from each end of the spectrum, we can imagine the lives of 4 children. Sarah's parents are authoritarian. They love their girl, but they believe that strict rules are important to make Sarah become well-behaved and fit into society. If Sarah cries, she's told to stop. If she talks back, she is sent to the corner for time out. If she forgets to take care of her chores around the house, she is not allowed to play with her toys. Sarah learns that suppressing her emotions and following her duties is the way to get through the day. To get the love of her parents and to avoid making them upset, she becomes obedient. However, because Sarah was never allowed to decide for herself or follow her intrinsic interests, as an adult, she doesn't know what she really wants. She begins living a life that seems perfect to her parents and society, but might leave her unhappy on the inside. Permissive parents, like those of Peter, enjoy their little boys so much that they believe they should fulfill all his wishes, give him full freedom, and never say no. Peter enjoys full control over his parents and gets whatever he wants. If he doesn't want to walk, he'll be carried. If he wants ice cream he gets. If he wants to play games, he'll be playing them all night. Peter grows up completely without borders and does whatever he thinks is right. He never coped with conflict, and he did not learn to control his emotions. The fact that he always got what he wanted made him a bad loser. As he grows older, he often acts inconsiderate and doesn't know his limits. Arthur's authoritative parents respect their child's needs, but believe that kids need freedom within certain limits. Arthur can freely play, but when he's done, he needs to help tidy up. He is allowed to eat ice cream, but only on Sundays. Screen time is limited to 30 minutes a day. There may be conflict, but the parents listen to what Arthur has to say and then lay down the rules. Arthur learns that some things are difficult, but his parents give him all the support he needs to get through it. He develops the strength to endure hardships and to continue following his interests and passions. In class, he bravely expresses his own opinions in an appropriate manner. During breaks, he can show his emotions and act freely. As an adult, he agrees to rules only after they have been discussed and he feels like he understands them. Neglectful parents are usually not present in their children's life. Nora often feels completely alone in the world. She experiences full freedom to do anything she wants to and has plenty of imagination, but she never receives any feedback or even attention. Nora realizes that it doesn't matter what she does because no one cares anyway. The lack of attention leads to a lack of trust in herself and others. She becomes insecurely attached, unable to form healthy relationships, and develops a negative image of herself. To stop feeling unworthy of love, she tries not to feel anything at all. In recent years, over-involved parents who are present in every aspect of their child's life are often referred to as the fifth style. These parents are also known as snowplows, removing obstacles out of their kids' path, or helicopter parents who hover about and micromanage every aspect of their child's life. Since they won't let their children do anything alone, the children can't learn to overcome challenges by themselves. Research infers that these children don't like to solve difficult problems, lack perseverance, and may even procrastinate in protest when something requires a lot of effort. Since most research on parenting is based on self-reports and was done in the US and Europe, it is not clear how strongly the observed effects will hold up in controlled observational experiments or in other parts of the world. The 4 parenting styles were first introduced by psychologist Diana Baumrind. For good parenting, she advised balance of demandingness and responsiveness. Add to that the wise words of Maria Montessori to never help a child with a task at which he feels he can succeed, and parents should do pretty well. What do you think?
Okay. Thank you so much. I would like people to make comments in the chat. What do you think? These 4 parenting styles that have been introduced to us now, and also based on the quiz that you've just taken, if you could just keep populating the charts to let me know what you think, and Ola will read some of them for me. And also, if you have questions or comments, remember that there were traditionally 4 parenting styles, and then recently the 5th one was added. And the 4 parenting style is authoritarian, the authoritative, permissive, and the neglectful. But recently, the over-involved, which is the helicopter parenting, the parenting that wants to remove every obstacle in the way of the child. They want to get involved in everything the child does. They micromanage the child. They want to sandwich the child, prepare them like, the way they should go and the kind of school they will go today, tomorrow, package them, for that, and go out of their way to make it happen, like that professor was telling us the other day. So that is the 5th parenting style, the over-involved helicopter parent. The authoritarian one is the one that is control freak. They control everything. They demand obedience every day on everything without giving the child any choice or autonomy at all. Remember, we are talking about teenagers, and we discussed the difference in teenage brain and how they like independence and want to assert themselves. So there's something about authoritarian parenting style where you are using with teenagers. The authoritative one is a more balanced one, is fair and firm. Where control is necessary, they put control. Where love and play is necessary, they put that as well. Then the permissive one, no control at all. Everything is free for all. Anybody does what they like. And we can see from the explanation what happens. And then the neglectful parent is never involved in a child's life. The child is just, they're not just there for the child. It's not that they don't permit things, they're simply not involved. So let me know what your thoughts are based on the exercise you've done, the quiz you've taken, if you've reflected on your own parenting style or what you have seen around you. Even though these core parenting styles were mostly researched in the Western world, but they kind of benchmark to gauge how people behave in parenting. So they may not have been tested across all cultures, but that kind of benchmark to guide us. So they may not be perfect for everywhere, but a good benchmark in the Western world. So let me know what your thoughts are in the chat about what these parenting styles may mean to you. Ola, please, could you read the chat and let me know?
Keep sending the comments, what you thought about what you've just listened to now, along with the quiz you've just taken. Please keep the chats going. Yes, those of you that you just registered now, I've sent the link to you for the Zoom that you're going to join 5 o'clock. Check your text message or your WhatsApp or your email, either of the 3, provided you provide all those information. You must have received the Zoom link now. So you join us 5 o'clock for more interactive session. But we want more people globally to benefit from this course. That's why we chose to use this YouTube for the first 1 hour for today only. And you can still watch some of our videos. We've got more videos there about mental health. They are all there. Go through the videos on the Save the Woman. But please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share and to like and leave comments.
Okay, so while we're waiting for for you to read the comments, I'm continuing. So in terms of the if you did the quiz and you scored mostly this, like I was explaining, so it kind of suggests that your parenting style is neglectful. It means you exercise no control, you set no boundaries, you provide very few time limits or restriction. You hand over too much responsibility to children. You often don't know where your children are, and sometimes you may be indulgent and spend lots of money and very little time, because there are a lot of parents who may not have all the time to spend time with their children, but they spend a lot of money thinking that buying things will suffice for being available emotionally for your children. While it is good to buy gifts for children, but what children need more than any other thing is for us to be available for them. So some indulgent parents, neglectful parents, they indulge their children unnecessarily. They buy them the most expensive gadgets because they're just neglectful. Then I'll go over to authoritarian parent, which is mostly A's. If it's called mostly A's, it means you feel that you must be in control all the time. You want to be the boss. You are in charge. You often sound hostile. You set rules backed up by excessive or inappropriate punishment. Very little thing a child will do, you punish. And sometimes the punishment is not in proportion to the error. So sometimes very little thing, you use excessive punishment that is over and above what the level of error or whatever the child has done.
I'm just getting some comments now. The video put things in perspective. Very educative. I think the authoritative style is best approach in my own opinion, but I agree balancing things out is good. I believe authoritative style is the best. What if you have a balance of scores according to most styles? What if you have a balance of scores according to most styles? I think I'm a mixture of authoritative and helicopter.
That's a good one. That's a good one. If you have a mixture of helicopter and authoritative, that's a fair balance. But it's important the authoritative is a little higher than the helicopter, because if in that balance the helicopter is higher than the authoritative, you will de-skill your child. You will not be able to empower the child or your children effectively. So it's a good
perspective here. Yeah. I would like to think I'm both authoritarian and permissive when it comes to my parenting style. This is because there are times I lay down rules that need to be followed strictly.
Okay, that's another good one. The other thing is, if you are between permissive and authoritarian, maybe you're actually falling around assertive authoritative, because authoritative sets clear boundaries, sets clear rules, but it knows where to stop as well and permits some things. So maybe that's where you really are. Any other comments?
Yeah, this one says, other times I allow freedom for them to do as they please with certain limits.
Yes, that is bordering on authoritative assertive. Sometimes you allow freedom, but within limits, because you can't give children a free rein to do whatever they like. You still need to weigh the risk they're taking and be sure that it's within what they can process, because their brain is still developing, isn't it? So that's why there's room for that limit. And we need to keep them safe. And that's part of the topic for today, keeping children safe. Any other comments?
That's all for now. That's all the comment. Please keep the comment coming. Please keep the comment. Let it be more engaging. Keep the comment coming. We keep the comments.
Yeah.
Going.
Yeah.
Don't forget to subscribe. And if you are there, you are yet to register, please look at the registration form for you to be able to have access to Zoom link so that you join us at 5 o'clock on Zoom today.
Okay, so I was talking about permissive parenting. That's if it's called mostly B's. So it means you're unpredictable. It means today you are inconsistent. Today you say this, tomorrow you say a different thing. So the children don't even know which way to go. So you are very inconsistent in your values and boundaries. And it's more confusing to children. So because if there's anything children need is security and stability. So when you are permissive, it's not healthy for children. In fact, sometimes this other parenting style that we think is hard may even be better than permissive parenting style, because permissive parenting style make it such a way that the children grow up as adults, not knowing clearly what to expect as adults. So they become kind of adult, but inside of them they're still children, which is not a very good thing. So permissive parenting is very inconsistent, very unpredictable. Sometimes they exercise control, Sometimes they leave it to the child, to themselves. They apply rules inconsistently. They try to avoid conflict to keep peace. And this is really critical. So if every time what you are teaching your children is that you want to avoid conflict, you never face conflict, the child will never develop the skills and muscles to face conflict in future. And that's something that helicopter parenting do as well. Helicopter parenting try to solve the conflict, but the permissive parent avoids it. That is the difference. The permissive parent avoids the conflict, but the helicopter parents want to solve all the conflict for the child. And none of them is good. Not either permissive or helicopter. Neither of them is good, because we need to give the child some leverage to solve some conflicts by themselves. They need to be encouraged to face conflict sometimes and solve it. And like that video said, don't solve a problem a child can succeed in solving by themselves. Allow them to solve a problem that is within their age and skills to solve, because that way they'll build more skills and more muscle in future. Remember that we're raising adults. We are not just raising children that will remain children forever. We are raising adults, and when they become adults, they're not going to live with you anymore. They'll be exercising their own decisions, and they'll be adults in the workplace, in everywhere they are, in relationship, they become husbands and wives and parents. So they would have developed these skills, gradually to be able to exercise it later on. So let's learn to give children, a little leeway to face conflict, to face some difficult challenges that is appropriate to their age. So permissive parents can often be one round. So permissive parents, because they're inconsistent, they can be one round quickly. They will say, I will do this. The next moment, the children will just tweak them, wrap them around their finger and change them. Because children are very smart. They can read us like a book. We think they don't know us, but they do. If you doubt it, when your child wants something, they know what to do to make you to listen to them when they really want something. So that will show you that children read us a lot. So permissive parent can easily be one round because they're not consistent. But if you are firm and clear, your children know where the boundary is and they will not want to push it. So they also set poor example of decision making for their children. So some parents, the decision making is not their strong point. They're so indecisive. And so their children grow up seeing and learning from them how to be indecisive.
I've got another comment here.
Okay.
I think that the best thing is to try to have a balance of coexistence with our children, not being excessively authoritarian, but not letting our children do everything at their way either. Another one says, allow children to plan their programs, but ensure they followed it. Another one says, in this way, they are in charge of their daily activities to an extent if they plan their work by planning it by themselves, but I try to ensure they follow their plan. Someone said again, according to social services in Middlesbrough, you can't win with any of this style.
Okay, so we'll come back to that in the interactive session.
Yeah, and I will come back again. I think I've been thinking, I can't tell for sure if I'm authoritative is more or helicopter less. I think I might be very even at a cross. So please, for you to have this interactive session, the safe environment that we normally have on the Zoom, don't forget to register. We'll join us by 5 p.m. today on Zoom link. So please keep putting your comment there. We will continue to treat them very, very important, and we will deal with it as well. Don't forget to like, share, and also subscribe. The subscriber is not yet increased. Please, we need more subscribers today. Please. Go ahead.
Okay. So finally, the assertive or authoritative parenting. And this is the one that we normally recommend. And that's what a lot of people are saying, is the more balanced parenting style. So it sets clear boundaries so the children understand the boundaries and expectations. So if you have family meetings, like I suggested in one of our sessions, that we should have regular family meetings. In your family meetings, everyone sits together. You set clear expectations and rules and explain it. explain it so that the children understand it. Depending on their age, you break it down, the way they will understand. So if your values, for example, in the house, in the home, is that we don't tell lies, we are honest, we promote integrity, we share, we are kind. If that is your values in your home, when you meet in your family meeting, then you discuss it. Then you say, if somebody, why would somebody lie, for example? Then you discuss it. Then they understand why you said you want your family to be honest. And if somebody lies, what will be the consequences? And what will happen if somebody does something very, very bad, in quotes, and they tell the truth? Will that attract consequence, or will that attract praise for being honest? So you discuss all that, and the children understand it. And most importantly, you practice what you have said. Because if you set all the rules and expectations, but you are not following through with them, then you are either a permissive parent or you're a neglectful parent. So you have to follow through the rules you have agreed. So if someone does something really, really horrible, and they're honest to come and say, Mommy or Daddy, I did this bad thing. If you now overreact, you are now doing something contrary to what you set out. Because you said we need to be honest. So if somebody done something wrong, bad, and come and say, Mommy, I did this, you can't. If somebody now tells lies, you got to follow through with the consequences you set out. If somebody tells lies, that you're going to discipline them, maybe withdraw some privileges because they've lied, they've done something that is against what all of you agreed.